Rusher arrested on federal weapons violations and Arkansas parole violations. 38-year-old Dustin Tigert also taken into custody on vehicular manslaughter charges out of Delaware County, Oklahoma. Well, the Joplin Police Department is inviting you to the Officer Timothy Nielsen Memorial Bridge dedication ceremony, 3 o'clock Friday afternoon. That ceremony is going to take place on the south side of the Connecticut Avenue Bridge that crosses over I-44. Nielsen passed away in 2004 after he was burned during an explosion while responding to a call at a home. Your News is a service of Freeman Health System. They're on a mission to improve rural healthcare accessibility by building a full-service hospital in Pittsburgh. It'll create more than 500 new jobs for Southeast Kansas. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
Sunshine with highs in the low 80s this afternoon. Clear skies, low 60s tonight. Sunny, breezy, 80 for tomorrow. On Friday, it's going to be a little bit cooler, still sunny and breezy, but highs nearing 70.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar's not showing anything over the 4 states.
61 in Neosho, 62 in Pittsburgh, 65 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring Peyton from Carl Junction.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Peyton. And if you'd like your kids or class group or whomever to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to KIX1025.com and go to the Morning KIX page to click on the button to find out how to upload your audio.
How'd you like to win some cold, hard cash?
We've got your first chance of the day to guess and win the secret sound just 16 minutes from now.
All you got to do is when we play the sound, be caller number 5. Tell us what the sound is, and the money is yours.
Here's Tim McGraw
Standing room only.
on the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Morning, Christopher.
Morning, Christopher. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Sarah.
You'll give me a number and I'll put this in there. Or you want to sing along with it later?
Sure. Let's do that.
We can do on this part where it goes. And this. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I can do that later. It's going to be an eclipse this Saturday. It is not a total eclipse, but
Of your
it
heart?
should be visible.
Of your heart.
Total eclipse and a fart.
No.
I don't write the songs, Jen. I just make them great.
You try. It was fast. It was adorable.
Okay, MJ rocks on every single one of his winners.
Yes, he did. You want to hear some spooky ads?
I'm going to put is a doofus.
I'm sure we've got some playing. Morning, Floyd. Who's 100 years old, Randy?
What? What are you talking
What's
about?
100 years old?
That's a ridiculous statement.
What do you think of the I Know You Didn't news today, Floyd? You're mathing? Wait, I want to know what's 100 years old. Sheila. Good. Good. They're so cute. His youngest daughter drew me a picture that I've got hung up in my office. She's like, "What's your favorite color?" I said, "Periwinkle." So she wrote the word periwinkle.
There you go.
It was adorable. Don't throw sausages in Florida.
That's right. I thought you might like that, knowing your affinity for sausage, Floyd.
Does Floyd have a sausage affinity?
It sounds like a new car. Drive the new sausage affinity. Available for low APR financing.
That's pretty good. Okay, hold on. You have to do your Winnie the Pooh voice for them because that was impressive.
Oh, bother.
It sounds
I
just
think
like
I need to
it.
hear it. Oh, bother.
It's wild.
Looking for some honey. I can't get his accent quite. He's got a very weird.
And it's
And
low.
the
and
reason
kinda...
I could do it is because I just had heard it. Oh, bother. Oh, bother. If I hear something in my ear, I can repeat it.
That's crazy.
I can do that with almost anything. But
Okay.
the reason that is, and we're going to have to do this one tomorrow, is because this Miami, Florida teacher showed the new Winnie the Pooh slasher film to her class.
Why?
To her fourth grade class
Her
because
fourth grade class.
she didn't realize it was a horror movie. It's called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, which you got to wonder how oblivious was she.
Is this the same teacher that had like meth in her scrunchie?
No, but could have been. I guess. Well, Rabbit, I guess we're gonna die today.
Wow, you sounded just like him. That's so impressive.
I don't think it's that good.
I
The
think.
surprise ending in that movie is when Tigger jumps in and eats Pooh's face.
Oh, Tigger.
It shows a deranged Pooh and Piglet on a killing spree. It's not a cartoon. It's a.
No, it's like a.
It's
People in
looks so
costumes.
stupid.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Why are we throwing sausage?
Why are you tossing sausage?
Tossing sausage, actually.
That's slang. You'd say that's slang, wouldn't it?
Probably, yeah. Go look
So-
at the Oh No You Didn't news, Sheila.
Every U.S. state has its own slang.
Okay.
They've discovered, and they have a list of the weirdest slang words from the United States, and Missouri has made the top 10.
Okay, so what's our slang?
We'll get to that in just a minute. First, South Dakota has what's called a tavern. That's a sloppy Joe sandwich. They call it a tavern there.
Oh, okay.
Florida, Jiffy Feet. They say, "Oh, you've got Jiffy Feet." That means you've got dirty feet. If you come in from the beach or the swamp or whatever, and there's leeches attached, you've got Jiffy Feet.
Okay.
New York, grill means to stare rudely at someone if you grill them.
Okay.
Maine, coming right out of straight. Coming right out of straight, Lois. That means you're telling the truth.
I haven't heard any of these before.
In Mississippi, carry means to drive someone somewhere. I'm going to carry them to the store.
On your back, your shoulders?
Kentucky, going down to get some Dirty Bird. That means KFC.
Dirty Bird is KFC.
Isn't that funny? In Kentucky. In Hawaii, grinds means going out for a restaurant dinner. We're gonna grind. That means something totally.
Yeah. We got way different definitions there.
Montana, the borrow pit is the ditch along the side of the road.
What are you borrowing?
Whatever's in the borrow pit.
Oh, okay.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 7-Eleven.
Sunshine with a high in the low 80s this afternoon at 65 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 13 minutes.
Money, money, money.
We've got your chance to win it with the secret sound just 9 minutes from now.
So you're going to hear the sound, and when we play it, be caller number 5. Just tell us what the sound is. It's super simple, and the money is yours.
623-1025. Keep that number handy because your chance is in just 9 minutes.
Here's Lady A.
On the 4 states number 1 for cash.
KIX 102.5.
Okay, so the one from Missouri, and this to all of us, I've heard it a million times and doesn't sound weird at all. We'll see if it sounds weird to Jen because she's not originally from here. Put out. Put out means you're angry with someone.
Oh, I knew that one.
Yeah,
You're put out, you're angry.
you're put out with me, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
But in
All
most
the
other
time.
states, putting out means something else. To put out means if you are put out, that's an adverb. But put out as a verb means something totally different.
Mhm.
So conjugation means entirely different things.
So is Kansas on the list at all?
No. Kansas doesn't even have any expressions because they don't talk. They do, but the wind blows their words away.
No. Morning, Jimmy. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Melissa.
Good morning, everybody.
Did you guys see the Gin Tours video for Sarah Louise?
It's up.
It's up. And there's going to be another one at some point that Zach is going to do. That's going to be a lot prettier than mine.
My wife has COVID. So last night, she wasn't feeling good yesterday morning. And just very rare that my wife ever gets sick. And all throughout the day, she was feeling worse and worse. And last night, I was like, you ought to take a test before you go back to work. Because she was fully intended to get up and go to work this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And we took one, and it looked, it had a really strong test stripe, but the control stripe was faint.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, let's do another one. We have like 25 there in the house. So from back when everybody was nuts about all this.
Right.
And we did another one, and it was very clear. And sure enough, this morning, she woke up with 100 and some fever and isn't feeling good. And I would say, well, then that means I'm going to get it. But oddly enough, when she had COVID the first time back in 2020, she got it in October. I never got it at all until December.
You think that's going to happen again?
I have no idea, but it's possible. I mean, considering how often I go around licking her face, there's a good chance, I didn't take a test because I'm not showing any symptoms.
You'd be asymptomatic.
Possibly. Very possibly. I mean, but that's very slight, I would think. I did message Chris and ask him, I said, what's our policy on this? What do I need to do? He said, as long as you're not showing symptoms, there is nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
But just maybe distance from everybody else. So I have not yet gone and farted in Jen's chair like I normally do. So
what?
I'm not doing that.
What do you mean like
today.
you normally do?
When you leave the room, I crop dust your chair, but I didn't do that today.
COVID isn't transmitted by fart, for one, and for two, why?
Yay!
You crop dusting
Okay,
my
well then
chair?
we'll go back to doing that.
Quit
Good,
farting
thank you
in my
for putting
seat.
that out.
Thank goodness
Put
I don't rub my
Are you
face
put
all
out-
over my seat.
This week.
Good morning, Megan. Oh, Sheila loved your dress.
Okay. She's
Your dress.
she's feeling quite awful. But the thing about my wife is she's never sick more than just a little bit,
Mhm.
Last time she had it, I think it was like a day and a half, and that was it. She was back to work, working from home, but
Yeah.
she could not just lay around. I'm like, are you kidding me? If I had a week off, whether I was forced to take it or took it, I would be taking it.
Right.
And when I got sick with it, though, I was miserable. I hurt so bad. My body hurt.
Yeah, mine did too. The biggest thing I feel like for me with COVID is like I didn't get a terrible cough or really anything like that. It was just the exhaustion
Hurt and
and
headache.
the hurt.
Headache, which she's struggling with a headache
Mhm.
right now. Massive headache.
And still, I don't think it was nearly as uncomfortable as when I had hand, foot, and mouth.
You had that?
You don't remember?
The cattle disease, yeah.
Yeah.
That was worse.
Well, 'cause it was so uncomfortable.
That was the way with me with COVID. It was, you just could not relax.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, you're hurting so bad.
Mm-hmm. Because hand, foot, and mouth, you have it on your feet. So you stand, you sit, you're constantly feeling that irritation. Carol says the tests do expire.
Yes, they do. They do expire. Doesn't necessarily mean that they wouldn't work anymore. It's just that they cannot guarantee the effectiveness of the test after that certain date. So,
But certainly they stick around for a while, I would think, or they work for a while.
yeah, we were checking expiration dates on all of them.
Also, I really like in the video how you kept hearing Megan's commentary. Oh, that one looks nice. That one looks nice.
Well, that one looks nice.
And then when Randy got up there, she goes, just as Randy's moving his
it
hips.
matches the shake. I thought that was something she added.
That's Megan.
At least she didn't talk about no prolapse onion rings.
Well, I don't have that video. You're the only one that has that video that I know of. You're welcome to share it with
I
me.
got rid of it already.
Did you really?
Yeah, I never keep anything.
I can't believe you got rid of it. You didn't send it to any of us?
Nobody asked for it. You had every opportunity to say, hey, I want a copy of that.
Yeah.
It's part of the lexicon of Morning KIX lore. Speaking of Morning KIX lore, starting next Friday, we will be giving you the chance to win the Morning Kicks Challenge. So we've already been doing this a little bit on Thursdays. We had been doing, remember, the Classic Country Theater and the Morning Gargle. And that's the last one that we did. But we've got a number of those contests. This is going to become a weekly thing now. And Simple Simon's Pizza has picked it up. So we are going to pay for your Friday night pizza. You can pick pretty much anything you want because you're getting a $25 gift certificate, which ought to pay for pizza and drinks and everything.
Yeah.
And we're going to do one of those every single week starting next Friday. So excited to have them on board with us.
I think it's just a great way to kick off the weekend.
Yeah. We're paying for the pizza.
Oh, thank you, Megan.
And I think that's the way billboarding we're going to position the focus. We will mention it's a $25 certificate, but we're going to say, hey, it's Friday and we're getting your weekend started. We're paying for the pizza from Simple Simon's Pizza with the Morning Kicks Challenge. Today, we're going to be doing Classic Country Theater, or today we're going to be doing the Morning Gargle, or today we're going to be blah, blah, whatever.
Cool. Sheila says it could still be in the deleted file on his phone.
I doubt it.
All right, you ready? Here we go. Secret sound. 13 seconds.
No, it is not. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the low 80s this afternoon. It's 65 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 6 minutes.
But right now, we are looking for caller number 5 at 623-1025.
To tell us, what is this sound?
What is it? What do you think?
If you can tell us, you're going to win $202.50.
From the 4 states #1 for cash.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 1.
Hi, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 2.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 3.
Hi, Morning Kicks.
Caller 4.
Hi, Morning Kicks. Who is this?
This is Jacob.
Jacob, where are you from?
From Pittsburgh, Kansas.
Jacob from Pittsburgh.
You are caller number 5. All right, Jacob, it's your chance to win $202.50.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
I think it is a hammer hitting some metal.
He says a hammer hitting some metal.
For $202.50, that is
Not
it.
it. But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $227.50.
and then give you another chance to play with MJ at 11:20.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Hey, I will tell you this. Listen, just a little hint. You've got to have the exact answer. Your answer is a little too vague, okay?
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Wouldn't tell everybody that. Of course, you guys, because you're special and you need the help. But I will tell you, and Jimmy knows this. Jimmy knows because she guessed. We didn't tell you guys what Jimmy guessed. She had actually been on, was it the day before or 2 days before?
2 days? Was it 2 days, Jimmy?
Anyway, she was on and guessed. What did she say? Putting handcuffs
Putting handcuffs
on someone.
Yeah.
And it was fastening handcuffs. So you've got to have the exact wording.
Right. Morning, Lisa.
That doesn't sound right. So,
Yep.
yeah, we are very specific.
We had such a good day. That was so much fun. Floyd says, I need a hint. Already?
Who says what?
Floyd says he needs a hint.
I don't think we do yet.
It's still early.
I think the hints have made it a little bit too. Whoop, 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 whoop. I want some bigger jackpots. We have not even got close to 1,000 yet this year. You know how rare that is?
The close is the 652.50.
I know. Normally by now we've been over 1,000 at least once, maybe twice.
Ready?
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for cash.
Looking for caller number 5 to guess someone the secret sound. Jacob from Pittsburgh.
You are caller number 5.
Awesome.
All right, Jacob, it's your chance to win $202.50.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
I think it is a hammer hitting some metal.
He says a hammer hitting some metal.
For $202.50, that is...
Not
Not it.
it.
Okay, well, dang.
We're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $227.50.
And then give you another chance to play with MJ at 11:20.
Yeah, so you've got to have the answer that matches our answer, even though in a world of hand grenades and horseshoes, yours, they all may be in the same ballpark. It's got to match our answer. We've had too many instances where they were close and there was some gray area, so we decided a long time ago that we would always make it the exact answer.
Did you show Gina the video?
Yeah,
And she said, I'm so
She
proud of my
cried.
husband.
she cried.
And said, get out.
Yeah. Why did you do this to me? My kid said, don't talk to us ever again.
Uh-huh. Good. Right. As they should. Why you bouncing around like Tigga? You mean in the video or in right now?
What are you
It was
talking about?
freezing up on me. What was freezing up on you,
Was it
Jimmy?
Sheila?
The video?
Oh, Jimmy?
The video is or
You need
the...
to turn the heat on.
That's not what she means. If it's the Gin Tours video, that video is posted everywhere. So you have lots of places. where
Christian
you
says, what time will you talk about the movie you watched over the weekend? Christian, we assign Jen a new movie every Friday. She goes home and watches it over the weekend. And then on Monday morning, she comes back, and at 7:35, we talk about it. That's Jen's movie rehab. She loves that segment.
Oh, thank you so
She
much.
or he, I'm sorry, Christian. She, Christian, Nicole, I'm assuming she. I'm assuming.
Unless it's Christian and Nicole.
She, they,
have a
we, us.
joint
What are your
Facebook
pronouns,
account.
Christian? Yeah, we do that on Friday.
Yep,
so
Fridays and
Jen's
Mondays.
movie rehab. I do too. I think that's a great segment. Jen, did you come up with it or did we? I can't remember. Regardless, we collectively came
remember.
up with that after Jen had started here, and we realized she had seen like no movies.
You kept making movie references, and I would just like stare at you like, oh,
So we decided to
okay.
rehabilitate her by
Uh-huh.
assigning her a new movie every Friday to watch. And this is so much fun during October because I'm getting to try to scare her. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre did not scare you, did it?
No.
No, come on, really. Were there any parts where you were just like, and afterward where you're like,
Honestly, like I said, the worst parts were the creepy brother guy.
I was so,
He made me very, like, physically uncomfortable.
I have contemplated watching it again for the first time since I was like 15, 16 years old. And I dread it because of the memory that I have of the trauma that it caused at that age.
Mm-hmm.
But watching you watch it, I'm like, probably the point of reference that I had at age 15 or so is not going to be the one I have now. I'm
Oh,
so
yeah.
jaded now, having seen Hamas and crap and everything else that
Right.
goes on in the world that I don't think I'm scarred enough now. It would not affect me, I don't think. But my wife will not watch it with me, and I'm a little nervous to watch it by myself, which is stupid.
Have Bella watch it with you. Just snuggle up with Bella.
Yeah, Christian says, I was thinking it was Friday, 2 days ahead. That's okay. That's
so
all
I
right.
wish it was.
Christian's a girl. Christian, we do want to tell you that if you want a better experience on here with us, feel free to come over to KIX1025.com. You can create a sign-in and everything. The reason being is because we've discovered that Facebook tends to only show about 30-40% of your messages to us and to everyone else for whatever reason.
Yeah, we have no idea why it does
Thanks,
this.
Mark Zuckerberg. Anyway, on the website, nothing is restricted. I mean, except for, of course, your language. But all the messages are seen. You guys own that chat
Right.
on there. It's not shared with anybody or anything. It's just something we set up so you wouldn't be limited to Facebook. We're also on YouTube and everything, like Jimmy's on YouTube today. Megan says it's freezing. Sign back out.
What?
Giving her gruff. My phone time is almost up, so I'm blaming that. Yeah, because I'm not having any trouble. I'm not seeing any, and I don't think anybody
Not
else
mine
except for
either.
Jimmy, maybe. And you guys both have ancient phones, so.
Wait. What do you mean like on Jeopardy?
Oh,
What are you talking about?
so
Floyd?
Christian, I'm going to give you a heads up since you were asking about Jen's movie Rehab. This Friday is Friday the 13th, so
Mhm.
guess what movie Jen's going to be watching? Now, she's already seen Friday the 13th Part 1.
Loved it.
She loved it. So I'm showing her Part 2, which I really don't think is going to scare her. I think it's going to be fun. It's a little gross in places.
Good.
Yeah. Now, next week is one of my favorite movies, and I really think you're going to like it, except that it's so long.
Oh, how
'Cause
long
there's-
is like Godfather long?
Maybe longer, because
Really?
there's 2 movies that go. There's chapters 1 and 2 that you have to watch. But then the week after that, I think we're on the week before Halloween, I think we're going to finally scare her.
We'll see.
Is that all right? It feels like I'm missing a week in there. So there's that. There's that. Yeah, no, that's right. The 27th is the last Friday.
Mm-hmm. Morning, Cappy.
Dang it. I wish we had one more week in there because I had to scrap Nightmare on Elm Street, which I really wanted to show as part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't really think it's scary. It's just the one scene is so gross.
Yeah, that was awful.
That's the worst part of the whole movie. So once you get past that.
I don't know why the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I fully intended for it to scare me. Like I was like going into it just expecting that to happen.
Well, it was so violent at the time, considered so violent because it was so brutal. One of the things that really bothered me is the way he killed people with a hammer.
Oh yeah.
And it was a wooden hammer, but he hit so hard that it caused a concussion on one of the actors. It was a wooden hammer with foam around it to make it look like that they had shape. So you could hit somebody in the head with it, it wouldn't hurt. He was swinging so hard. And that's what the violence behind it was, the aggression that Gunnar brought to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't miss that.
Right.
And that kind of violence, I think, was what bothered me.
Yeah, that part was brutal.
Yeah. That's a better word for that movie. It's brutal. It's not scary. It's brutal. Makes it so horrific.
Because I look at movies, again, like I've referenced I Am Legend, scared the daylights out of me. Silent Hill, I didn't even finish that movie. It was so scary.
See, I don't see what was scary about Silent Hill. What was so scary about it? The only part that's scary to me is Triangle Head, whatever his name is.
Yes, Pyramid Head, whatever, yeah.
You do realize the story, he's dead the whole time. The dude's dead.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, that this whole world that he's in
Mm-hmm.
is kind of like this, what's the word for in between?
Oh,
Purgatory.
Purgatory.
It's kind of like a purgatory for hell.
Mm-hmm.
And he has committed suicide over his daughter's death. That's why she keeps calling to him and stuff. The video game explains a lot of this stuff about Silent Hill, which Silent Hill was based on a video game.
Mm-mm.
And there have been multiple chapters since then.
I don't. Just all of it was terrible. Like the siren and just all of it was awful.
Friday the 13th, the original, is going to be on at the drive-in in Carthage, Jimmy said.
Oh, that'll be fun. I didn't even know there was a drive-in in Carthage.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Christian, when you get over to KIX, when you get over there, let us know. We can put your picture up for your profile. It automatically gives you like a
It's not doing the
chat
robots
icon.
anymore. Yeah. She says the chainsaw with Jessica Biel scared her when she was younger.
Jessica Biel.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the one with Jessica Biel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you said that one's a lot more just gratuitous gore.
I think it's a lot of gore. Yeah. That's the one with Arlie Ermy in it.
Which I don't like.
Arlie
Gore.
thought he said that was a lot of fun filming that movie. He just said it's not my kind of movie. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which pretty much the only kind of movie Arlie liked was westerns and war movies. He liked being a part of those. But he said it was a lot of fun to film. He says a lot of stuff he had never got to do before and playing crazy. It's not the first time he had said, which Arlie and I used to be friends, media friends. Yeah, because we did lots of interviews together. But he said, it's not the first time I played crazy. He said, I've been doing that all my life. We were friends. Yeah, whatever.
So where's the drive-in in Carthage? Where's that at?
Between Webb City and Carthage.
Is it really?
Right there on the side of the road.
How have I never noticed?
Well, you got to go off on, what's the exit that you exit off to go back there?
From where?
So there is a back way into Carthage, the old way.
Okay.
But I can't remember. It's not the Sarcoxy. What is the town up there next to Webb City?
Ornogo?
No.
Carterville?
Carterville. It's not the Carterville exit. It's the next one.
Oh, off of the highway. You're talking that way.
And you exit off and go around that way. But you can see the big screen.
See, I never.
They're on the south side of the road.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All we promised for 21 mentions a week. Had Zach create social website in case you wanted. Okay. And the 21 mentions a week, we're going to do both in our promo and in the live. So on Thursday, when we do a promo for Friday, that will be something that we do.
Okay.
Morning Kicks Challenge and Simple Simon's Pizza. We've got your pizza for the weekend with that.
Okay.
That's all we're obligated to do.
Dorinda says Brooklyn Heights.
Yeah, Brooklyn Heights exit. That's the
go.
one. The bedding company place. Kicks 102.5.
Sorry, it didn't even hit me that was no intro. HH, I think.
Yeah. What are we doing here?
We're doing RH.
Christmas?
Yes.
Okay.
Beans and I were listening to Chris's music on the way home last night. Oh, it was great. I'm so excited.
Chris Dams. So Chris Dams, what is wrong with me?
Well, where do I start? Do you want the list in alphabetical order or just as it comes to mind?
Okay.
Christian, she's made it to the KIX chat. Welcome.
Yay!
Welcome.
Thank you. Now, Christian, this is something that we are developing on our back end. On our website.
Rephrase.
So if you have trouble for any reason, it won't let you chat or something, when you come on, just sign out and sign back in. We found that works. Everybody has helped us test this, and it's just a much, much better experience. No one's controlling this except for us and you guys. So thank you for coming on here with us. Christian, do you want me to use your icon picture that you have on Facebook?
Or you can send us another one either way.
Or if you want another one to be your profile picture?
Have a great day, Sarah. Take care. We have 25 seconds. Are you ready?
For what? Ready for what, Jen?
Morning, Randy. Not
Morning.
you. Randy Doris.
What's wrong with me?
Nothing's well.
Hey, Randy, did you bring us any cake?
What?
It's an old.
Oh, I was going to say, why would he need to bring cake? Okay, here we go.
Everybody should have cake.
Muffins.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen, 737.
Sunshine with a high of 80 this afternoon. It's 65 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast and 4 states news in just 26 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to hear all about your texting fails.
Plus, we're giving you the chance to win Jordan Davis tickets right now. If you'll text the word tickets, we're going to announce our winner before 9 a.m. this morning. So we're going to give you a little extra time to get signed up for that. All you have to do is text the word tickets to 623-1025 to get signed up right now.
You know, I was just looking at the calendar and I realized that we are just 12 weekends away from Christmas. That's it, 12.
You shut your mouth.
Which is like 75 days, right?
Shut your mouth.
It's basically 2 months away. Christmas is
No,
2
it's more
months
than
away.
that. It's more than that.
You're right. It's like a month away.
No, it is more than that, I said.
Aren't you excited for
No,
Christmas?
I am not.
Why
Is that
not?
what's wrong with you today? You're so focused on Christmas that you can't do your job.
Well, here's the deal. Beans and I were actually listening to Christmas music last night.
Sicko.
We
You
were
and
getting
your kids.
so into it. We had the windows. Oh, my gosh. It was just lovely.
You probably already have your Christmas shopping done, don't you?
I maybe have one or two things. Yes.
You one of those people? Cannot stand those people who already have all their Christmas shopping done. And here I am, on the night before at 10:30 on Christmas Eve out at the convenience store trying to find stuff in the candy aisle.
You are not. Are you really that person?
Not all the time.
It's just about being a little bit more organized. It feels good to have it done now instead of waiting until the last minute and
It must
being
be
at the
so
convenience
nice
store.
to have so much time in your life.
Oh, man. Over
To
there a
be able
little
to do
bitter,
your
aren't
friend-
you?
Well, no, I just think we ought to salute the ridiculous people who already have their Christmas shopping done as the real American heroes that they are.
Real American hero.
Today, we salute you, person who already finished their Christmas shopping.
Person who already finished their Christmas shopping.
The summer just ended, and most of us haven't decided what we're going to be for Halloween. But your closet is already filled with presents for everyone on your Christmas list.
You even got something for the mailman.
You actually enjoy giving more than receiving.
Thanks for making the rest of us look bad. Yeah.
So as the winter wonderland nears and everyone is stressed, you'll be enjoying time with loved ones, cheesy Hallmark movies, and a manageable credit card balance.
Yes.
You are the person who already finished their Christmas shopping.
Real American hero.
You're getting a gift card from me, as usual.
4-star chill.
Now who's forgetting stuff?
You don't even want to think about Christmas. Think about Christmas. It's
I don't
going to
wanna
be
think
here
about Christmas.
so
I'm
soon.
not going to think about it right now. I've got enough in my life.
I mean, give it a couple of days and it's going to be Christmas.
You should be taken out to the edge of town and tarred and feathered
Oh,
for
please.
that kind of talk.
Oh, please.
Oh, please. Please do it, she's asking. Weird like that.
Christmas is my very, very favorite time of the year.
Thought we'd go a little bit longer, which means we're going to need something here. As I said.
Powerball.
Okay.
Powerball drawings tonight.
Second biggest in history.
Yep.
We haven't done Powerball Wizard, have we?
We can do it. We haven't done it today. Hold on. Get out of this. We haven't done it at this time. A lot of those have been done at news, 6:35. So different audience, different. Which one? It's over 1.7 billion.
Tracks inaccurate. Thank you for that.
What'd you say in your tracks? No.
I said it's now up over what? 1.5 billion or whatever it is. Because I knew it was going to change.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to sell contest topic and then this.
Okay.
And we'll just have to announce the winner later. We're not going to play them back.
I completely forgot about Jordan Davis. Sorry, Jordan.
Call them.
Okay.
But I don't see the point in playing them on the air if it's going to be an afterthought.
Jerry says, I've got too many grandkids to buy stuff for.
Shouldn't have had so many grandkids. Did Christian ever say what she wanted us to use for her? Yeah, I see you, Christian. But do you want us to put your icon up for you? I can do that.
Can you, though?
I can do that. I can do that. I'm just going to, until you tell us otherwise, I'm going to use the one that you have on Facebook.
Oh, you should know.
So next time you send a message on there, it should have your picture next to it.
Edna says the weird smell she loves is cucumbers. I don't know that that's weird. I mean, Bath and Body Works
A
is
lot
that
of people-
huge phase
yeah.
of cucumber lemon or cucumber melon. It was a whole thing.
I think it's kind of gross. It's supposedly a clean smell.
It is. I think
But
it is.
It's kind of gross. It's kind of a salad smell.
You don't like smelling like
taste
salad,
on their face.
Randy?
What? Really? Oh, it means something
no,
dirty
no.
for her. It's Jen's.
Stop it.
It's the place
You
she
know
lives.
you know what you're doing.
You know.
You know.
You know. You said, and you know. You know.
Oh, you know. Smell like spinach and
Dirty
tomatoes
monkey.
and
Yeah,
ranch.
Shameful.
Stop it.
You got a
I'm
kale
trying to move.
fetish.
I'm trying to move on. Smell like kale. Mmm.
Kale fetish. Oh my gosh.
I'm sure that's a thing. I bet there's a
Kale fetish.
fetish for anything. Just about.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Floyd says, you forgot Thanksgiving. Okay, here's the deal. Thanksgiving is fine. I like Thanksgiving, obviously, like everyone else, because of the food.
Guess what day they celebrate Thanksgiving in England?
What day, Randy?
They don't because it's an American holiday.
Wow, Randy.
Guess what day the 4th of July is on in England?
The 4th of July. They still have a 4th of July.
No, they skip it. They pretend it never happened.
They put their fingers in there all day. La 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 la.
No, it's more like this. Lo, 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 lo.
She smelled of toasted croutons. Who smelled like toasted croutons? The lady with the salad? I mean, that's kind of what, garlicky and oily?
Toast, burnt toast. Oh, yeah.
That can't be that bad.
Oh, it's bad.
Why are you talking like that?
Just to make it awkward.
It
So,
is awkward. You're doing
Finished
it.
the Billy the Kid series last night on MGM. Went
And?
through, all the way through episode 8.
What'd you
I thought It
think?
was Tuesday. No, Ahsoka's over. They started screwing and jacking with the historical story last night. Why did they do this?
Because they hate
Some
you.
of the things I can see that they've jacked with the story. I'm like, okay, they're combining those two elements so that they don't have to spend time in each one.
Mhm.
Although it's a series, why would you do this? You don't have time restraints. You can take as long as you want.
Right.
But so they're just now really getting to the part where John Tunstall's killed. He hasn't been killed yet, but they're right up to that. Billy has now gone to work for John Tunstall. This really happened. But they're showing it like he left the Riley Murphy faction and changed sides and went over to work for Tunstall. Not true. That's not what happened. He was never a part of the Riley Murphy faction. He was working for John Tunstall when John Tunstall was killed, which is what sparked the Lincoln County range war. So I hate, why not? The story is good enough in and of itself. I don't understand the pretentiousness of Hollywood when it does this stuff, or even what its logic or reason is. They ruin
Money?
So
I'm sure.
why? I'm sure money is the motivator. I don't understand how, but I'm sure it is. It just drives me nuts when they don't play true with things.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like, what could we change in this? Just to be changing in this, because we can. So I have had to change the time that all of my outdoor security lights come on. My soffit lights and my soffit lights automatically do it with the sunrise and sunset.
Right.
My porch and garage don't work that well with that, so I set them on a 12-hour timer.
Mm-hmm.
So, like for the past few weeks, I've had to move it back a little bit, the time that they come on. I come home in the evening and I'm like, oh, the porch light's not on. So last night we came back from the gym and I had to move it up to 6:30 because it was set for 7:30 and it was too dark. I'm like, dang it. And the thing is, in November, in fact, next month, I will have to move it up a whole hour to 5:30. Stupid that your porch lights need to come on at 5:30. KIX 102.5, the 4 states' #1 for country morning KIX with Brandy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the low 80s this afternoon. Is 65 in Joplin.
We'll be giving you a look at the weather forecast and 4 states news in just 12 minutes.
Plus, we're getting you signed up to win tickets to go see Jordan Davis next August at the GSB Arena.
All you have to do is text the word tickets to 623-1025 to get signed up for that, and we're going to announce the winner sometime before 9 o'clock.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to know all about your texting fails. Everybody, I think, has one of these.
Hopefully, it's not while you're texting the word tickets to 623-1025 because...
But yeah, you can go and text to let us know about your texting fails at 623-1025.
The time you texted the wrong person, the wrong thing, whether it was a photo or words, or what I hate is autocorrect. It makes me look so stupid. And let me tell you,
I mean, you do that on your own.
I don't need help being looking stupid. I have shown that I am a professional.
It's true.
I wear wedding dresses and
every day, all the time.
No,
Wife
that's not
cries.
true.
It's a whole thing.
Get back to knitting that sweater you were working on.
I'm not knitting any sweater. We're talking about you in the wedding dress. You look beautiful.
Thank you very much for that.
You did the hand thing that I was doing. Your hands just go there.
I don't need help looking stupid.
You got to go watch the Jen Tours video, though, to go see Randy in the wedding dress. We went to Sarah Laree's. I picked out my wedding dress for the big day, and then Randy picked out his as well.
Unfortunately, it is everywhere, so you don't have to look hard for it. Chances are it's going to pop up while you're eating breakfast somewhere.
Don't you just wish that you would win the Powerball so you wouldn't have to come to work and put up with this anymore?
Yes, I do. That would be awesome. Speaking of winning, the Powerball is the second largest in history now. It's at $1.7 billion.
I can't even fathom that much money. Like, it doesn't even seem real. $1.7 billion.
So 0.7, that's almost $1 million right there.
I know, that's $700,000 right there.
Yeah. So before you can win, there is an important detail you need to remember about playing the lottery.
Get that cash.
Join the upper class. Numbers you have picked have to be correct.
If you want to own a yacht,
Buy a ticket.
If you like money a lot,
Buy a ticket.
Gonna hit the big jackpot.
Buy a ticket.
A ticket. Lottery. Winning dough. Money. $1 billion in the bank. Buy Mercedes and real estate. A ticket. Getting paid.
Kids Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen, powered by Buffalo Run Casino and Resort on the 4 states' #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I don't let anything come between me and my deals at McDonald's. I'm talking about buy one, get one for only $1. When I can choose one of my favorite sandwiches, like a melty cheeseburger, a tasty McChicken, or a delicious hot and spicy McChicken, and snatch another one for just $1. One thing about me, I know when to seize an opportunity, and I'm living for this deal. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
America's longest-running mixed martial arts program is making its return to Buffalo Run Casino and Resort. Saturday, November 18th, it's Extreme Fight Night inside the Peoria Showplace. Tickets for this hard-hitting combat sports extravaganza are on sale now, starting at just $30. Get your all ages with restrictions Extreme Fight Night tickets at BuffaloRun.com. Don't miss this epic night of combat sports with Extreme Fight Night, Saturday, November 18th at Buffalo Run Casino and Resort, Miami, Oklahoma.
Hey, if you're thinking about getting the latest iPhone, check this out. With Boost Infinite, you get the latest iPhone every year and unlimited wireless for just $60 a month. Yeah, you get the new titanium iPhone 15 Pro that was just announced. Then again, next year you get the latest iPhone.
Snipe hunting everything.
Boost Infinite.
I'm so excited.
To learn more, pick up your phone, dial pound 250 and say Boost Infinite. That's pound 250 and say Boost Infinite. Terms apply. After 30 gigabytes, service may be slowed. Receive a comparable iPhone model each year with an acceptable trade-in every year. Requires credit qualification and 36-month loan financing agreement. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from this station's network.
At EasyCater, we know ordering food for work isn't as easy as it seems.
Lunch meeting is set for Wednesday.
We need food for 27 people. And it has to be on time. Client is coming.
He's vegan.
Messy eater.
Where's
white shirts?
You getting this?
Okay, what do we need?
Gluten-free. No more sandwiches.
Make sure there's enough.
Make sure the food is hot.
Client has a hard stop at 12:30. Make sure there's plenty of food. Tomatoes and potatoes. Stay under budget.
Sorry, guys. Commercials were playing. Sorry. We were talking about the fact we're taking Jen snipe hunting this weekend.
Snipe hunting, snipe. Okay, that's
commercials. Jen.
What do you mean me?
Come on.
You hit the button.
She is absolutely no help.
You're absolutely no help.
Your face is absolutely no help.
Okay.
It hinders, actually. It's really in the way. I haven't wanted to say anything. Hey, by the way.
Don't.
What's going on right here?
Nothing.
Nothing's going on there. Not anything.
Quit it. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you very much. You're not Jimmy. Jimmy said I looked beautiful in the dresses and you looked goofy. I get my hands, like when you're trying on wedding dresses, your hands kind of just go here. And Randy was like, why does that keep happening? Why do I keep doing that? And then when he tried a wedding dress on, his hands went there too. And it's just a thing that you do when you're trying the dress on. It's like a reflex. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm saying.
That Jordan Davis banner turned out great. It looks really good. You should be happy with it.
It took like, what, 2 minutes?
It wasn't very long at all.
And then we look at the one.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, thank you, Melissa. She says, Mr. Bridges, be nice to Jen.
What? I am being very nice. So Vanna White has said that she wants Pat Sajak's daughter to replace her on Wheel of Fortune. So she's planning for her retirement.
Could you imagine if you just stopped there? She wants Pat Sajak's daughter.
No, Jen.
Give me your daughter.
So Pat's daughter, Maggie, is 28. And she's like, and when they talk to Maggie about it, she's like, say what? To do what?
I've never even heard of his daughter. Pat Sajak Maggie. Oh. She's a country music singer.
Are you sure?
That's what it says on her profile.
Not much of one.
She's got 125,000 followers. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's pretty. But
she does not have her father's looks.
Thank goodness.
Oh, I get it. His daughter's filled in for Vanna White before. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense now.
Because if she had never had any aspirations and Vanna said that, that would be weird. Like, okay, Vanna, quit.
Okay. It makes a little more sense now.
Let me just say, if Maggie Sajak has not had more of a country career than she has had with the help of her dad and being promoted shamelessly, I'm sure, on Wheel of Fortune, and she's 28, she's not going to.
Oh, come on. No.
That's the way it is.
That is not the way that it is.
By the time you're 28, yeah, it is. You talk to any label in Nashville, they will tell you that.
I don't think so.
How long you been doing this? More than 5 years? Find something else to do. Be a realist. You're wasting time. And anybody who has worked in the music industry, if you pursued hard a music career for at least 5 years and have not begun making a profit of some sort, that's another problem, is too often people say, what term success in the music industry? A lot of people from the outside would say, well, your number one hit, your name's recognizable, you're probably present on more than one type of media. In other words, you've crossed over into television shows or something like that. Mm-hmm. And you have a relatively good track record with concerts. So would you consider Jordan Davis a success?
Yes.
The same as Blake Shelton?
No.
Okay, you see the difference here in this level of success. But would you consider, Brent Mason a success? And she's like, who is he? But he's present on most country records as the guitar player. So even though he's not known, we would consider him a success because he makes a lot of money. He's in high demand. So there's these different levels of success considerations. If you're not turning a profit and have some sort of sustainable long-term career path after 5 years, though, any A&R guy, any PR person, any record label person will tell you, go do something else. You're wasting your time and you're cluttering up the industry.
Cluttering up the industry. Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah. In other words, you're making it very difficult for people who do have a chance. You need to get above your ego and face reality. And the problem with this, there's too many people in the industry who are willing to capitalize and take advantage of you and tell you what you want to hear, even though it's not true. Oh, you're amazing. How many people have we seen and have you seen?
Oh, yeah.
That really could not sing.
Yep.
But because they've got a certain amount of money and investment that they're sinking into this, and there's people making money off that, they tell them what they need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need some realists and some people who, this is not an emotional thing. It's not it shouldn't be an ego-driven thing. You should be able to take some honest critique in that you should never sing again or whatever.
I'm a big fan of follow your dreams and do what you want. It's your life.
Yeah, great. But do it at the bar on karaoke night, Seriously.
Unless you aspire to more than that.
And if you are going to work in the record industry, you need to get used to that kind of blunt reality factor, because nobody will care about your feelings. They will be much, much worse than that. They will tell you how bad you suck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the real ones, get used to that. I've been on stage before playing for people and had them walk over in the middle of a song in front of thousands of people and tell me how awful I was. On stage during the song, and I'm still playing, and you just better if you want a paycheck.
Yeah.
You got to get used to that. It's only when you start being successful that people start tiptoeing around you.
We've made it to 8 o'clock.
Megan said, what year did the wheel start? No, Megan, I think it was like back in BC, like 11,000 BC or something like that. I think they started off as a square and then made its way to a triangle and an octagon. And
why did it go from a triangle to an octagon?
How many sides can we put on this thing? All of them.
Oh. Sunshine with highs in the low 80s this afternoon. Clear skies and low 60s tonight. Sunny and breezy and 80 for Thursday. Cooler on Friday. Still going to be sunny, though. Still breezy, but highs reaching 71.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar's not showing anything over the 4 states.
63 in Seneca, 61 in Pittsburgh, 65 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
So we're talking about your worst texting fail. Maybe not your worst. Maybe it's someone you know that had a horrible incident concerning texts.
You can call or text to tell us that story at 623-1025.
Whether it was a picture or an autocorrect or whatever.
Or maybe if you're not very good at texting, you don't want to text us. Maybe you should just call just to be
Maybe
safe.
that would be all right, too, yeah. Here's Luke Combs.
On the 4 States #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
I have a bad story. I don't think I would tell it on air, though.
I do them so much, I can't remember. I did one. So last night, I was trying to voice to text for J-Dub. They had an issue, and I said, you might check over. And I said, you might check over, and Kiss and Dalton might have a list of the sponsors. And what came out was, you might try kissing Dalton. And, of course, J-Dub ran with that. Said, where should I kiss him? How often? And I said, don't. Voice to text.
That's great.
But the problem is my keys are so small on my text. It's very small. And that is the largest that it goes. You don't think that's small. Shut your face.
I don't think that's small at all.
MJ said he has the same trouble, which
well,
really
how
makes
old are
me
y'all?
Nervous. He said, I can't believe you don't.
This is mine.
Swipe keyboard. Yeah, that's bigger than mine.
You think? I don't think so.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's like 12 times bigger than mine. No. If you're just listening to this, we apologize. Where is the swipe keyboard?
Have you ever used Swipe?
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to it.
It's very easy.
Yeah, I've done it before. But I can't remember where the settings are. There they are. I think it's only available on the Samsung keyboard.
I've got Swipe. I have an iPhone.
But I mean, it's not available on the G, the Google keyboard. Okay, swipe to type. I haven't done it in years. When it first came out a long time ago, I had done it.
Yeah.
Wow, it does work much better than it used to.
Uh-huh, it's great. Well, we're not going to have a total lunar eclipse until 2025.
Yay.
We'll have two partials.
No more sacrifices.
Partial solar, partial lunar next year, and then a total eclipse in 2025.
What is Moji Talk?
I don't know. Click it and see what happens.
It's kind of lame.
Total eclipse of the heart.
Don't do that anymore.
Why not?
For the children?
I enjoyed it myself. I thought it was really nice. It's easier, right?
What is?
Just swiping.
Yeah.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Doing Grammarly. Oh, they want you to pay for it?
Pay for what?
Well, it now comes with Grammarly to spell check and grammar check your garbage. I'm going to see if it does. Yeah, it does. I has that. It's like, no.
No,
No, little bird. What did we do this morning at 6:35?
We did morning march. Are you guys going to go out and look at it?
Your bare eyeballs?
You can't look at it with your bare eyeballs. The partial
Do
this
it.
weekend.
Do it.
I was like, Randy, can you look at it through a window? And he goes, no.
Why would that be a thing?
Because it's something kind of blocking your eyeballs.
Eyeballs, no, not that. It's the equivalent of looking at an arc welder, which you do not look at with your bare eyes.
What if you wear sunglasses?
I remember this. My dad, when I was a kid, I would work part-time with him in the summer at his shop. And
here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:07.
Sunshine and 80 this afternoon is 65 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes.
But we're talking about your texting fails.
The worst way you ever accidentally autocorrect texted or sent the wrong picture or whatever it was to the wrong person.
Call or text to tell us your story at 623-1025.
I did not pay attention to the intro. So anyway, there was a guy there, and I don't know what sort of idiot he was that he didn't know this.
Jimmy says get glasses.
Yeah. So I was welding. I put together these things for my dad, these fish cooker things that he sold. And I was welding them, had my helmet on. Well, he's just standing there watching. And about 5 minutes later, after we got done, I didn't realize he was staring blatantly at it. He starts complaining about his eyes hurting. And then he can't see, and they are killing him. I mean, he's almost screaming. And they had to get an ambulance to come get him. He totally burned his corneas out, went blind, just looking at it.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm like, you idiot.
That sounds awful.
But they had to put up a sign. That was the first time I remember seeing this whole let's protect you culture because you're too stupid. They had to put up a sign saying, welding may be active. Avert your eyes. And I'm like,
avert your gaze.
Seriously? But don't we want to get rid of the people who are stupid enough to do that? I mean, let them.
So what if you wear sunglasses?
No, gosh, no. It has to be a triple pane, one of those triple pane welding lenses.
3 pairs of sunglasses.
No.
That's triple.
No, the only way to view an eclipse, here's what you can do. You can take a cardboard box, like a shoebox, and cut a hole on the top, and it will actually reflect onto the back of the box. You can take and hold it like this and let the light shine, and you can look at the reflection on the back of the cardboard box. Not on a mirror, not in a window, not in glass or anything like that. It will sear your corneas.
So what do I do? Tell me again. I have the box.
A shoebox, long.
With a lid on it.
You're going to cut a hole down here to look through, okay?
Like a telescope.
Yes. But in the top, you are going to cut another hole. It can be as big as you want up there. And then you're going to hold that. You've got to move it around. There's instruction for this online. Until the sun reflects back in through that hole in the top of the box onto the back wall.
And then you peek in your little hole, and there it is.
Peek in and you can see it. That's the safest way.
Jimmy says Home Depot's got glasses.
Yeah, you can get a welder's helmet or a welder's goggles at Home Depot. Make sure they're for arc welding, not for like, oh my gosh, acetylene welding. You don't want acetylene welding goggles will not protect your eyes.
What's acetylene?
Acetylene is a gas. Oxyacetylene.
How do you weld gas?
Huh?
How do you weld gas?
You use gas to create the flame that causes for welding, and that's really called brazing welding. I know way too much about welding, don't I? So with acetylene, you hold a torch that has a flame coming out the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think of that as welding, but it's only welding if you take they have these metal sticks that you take and you melt the metal down like that. On arc welding, it's electricity that goes through and causes.
How'd that go?
Okay, Jen.
Robert says, "Are you called me yesterday? What if you called for? I got a call from you yesterday."
What did he say?
He got a call from us yesterday, he said.
When? What time?
No one left a voicemail?
What time was that? Okay, Jen.
Yes, me.
Come look. oxyacetylene torch. It looks like this. And you want to turn it down until you have a little white flame right there. You adjust it right here.
Okay.
And then when you weld it, throw sparks like that.
Okay, this looks like what I...
That you can look at. They wear goggles to protect their eyes from, she's just wearing sunglasses. But on arc or MIG welding, it looks like this.
Oh, this is when they wear the...
And you had to wear that because it's that bright. That's the same kind of helmet you need to have on to view an eclipse. And that is 3 panes of clouded glass. I forget it's a smoke glass.
How can you see what you're doing if it's clouded glass?
Well, you put it on, you can't see anything. But when that strikes, you can see through all that because it is so freaking bright. And that's what will burn your cornea. MIG welding is a wire feed. It does the same kind of spark, but it has a wire that comes out the end. So instead of having to hold it in a, what do they call that? A clip. On arc welding, they have this clip here that holds a stick. And that's got the stuff that makes the weld in it, in that stick. So it gets shorter as you go along. See it? But in a wire feed, it automatically feeds it down through the line. And you have to ground whatever you're welding on. The more you know. Okay.
The more you know.
Robert says, I'm not sure what time it was. Okay, Robert, then can you tell us, was it morning, noon, or evening? He was just kind of in a fuzz yesterday and wasn't sure what time what was happening.
You're not the only one, Robert.
Yeah. Give us a time period to help us narrow this down.
Right, 10 seconds. There's no intro on this.
If you want us to tell you. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country.
Here's Jelly Roll on KIX. And maybe check your voicemails because typically if we call you.
Well, I will tell you this. It was in the morning.
It was in the morning.
We didn't call him. No, because we had our winner right off the bat. I will tell you this, Robert, that if we call you for like a ticket giveaway and you don't answer, we go on to the next person. Because we want a winner that we can talk to and everything. We don't leave messages for ticket giveaways.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't answer, we go on to the next person. So it's very important if you sign up for something like Jordan Davis tickets or something that you stay around your phone. We won't ever do those for more than an hour and a half, those sign-ups.
Mm-hmm. Morning, Kendra.
Morning, Kendra.
Kendra.
So I don't know. Maybe that's what it was.
Mr. Bridges, be nice to Jen.
No, thank you.
I need a Scooby. Why not? Why not?
So a guy was arrested in New York Monday. He jumped into the reflecting pool at the 9/11 memorial.
No.
Yeah, they found this 33-year-old guy had jumped in.
Why?
They had to have EMS services help him because he injured his left leg and his back in the incident. Apparently, he was emotionally disturbed. And then in Santa Monica, they had to call police out to the Pacific Park there on the famous Santa Monica Pier because the guy had scaled to the top of the iconic Ferris wheel there, climbed up the side of it.
Scaled?
Yeah, he climbed up the side of it to the top, claiming to have a bomb. He did not have a bomb.
Thank goodness.
Apparently, he was emotionally disturbed.
Yeah.
A lot of emotionally disturbed people.
Do you remember back in June when the Titan submersible imploded?
Yes, I know
They're
got
talking about a
that.
movie now. Mind Riot Entertainment wants to do a fiction project on it.
Yesterday, they were recovering parts of debris, including some human remains from that.
Here we go, 3 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 818.
Sunshine and low 80s this afternoon at 65 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 5 minutes. But we're talking about your biggest texting fail ever.
You can call or text us to tell your story at 623-1025.
What's the worst texting fail that you've ever had?
I have probably the world's worst autocorrect text message that I happened to send to my brother.
Oh, what did it say?
Let's hear it.
It was supposed to say, "Do you still want a haircut?"
Uh-oh.
But instead of cut, it put an N in there.
Wait. Who has that in their phone's dictionary?
I have no idea.
And more importantly, what did he answer back?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
No more for me. I'm driving.
What is the worst texting fail that you've ever had?
I was trying to buy a lawnmower, and I just started dating a guy, and I was asking him if the deck was big enough to get the job done. And converted it
I bet you asked.
Yeah.
I bet you asked.
Because you got to know how big the deck is. Because, I mean, we already know how big the yard is,
Randy.
right? What? I'm not saying anything. I'm talking about landscaping here, literally.
Oh, we all know what you're talking about. Don't play
You've
coy.
got to drag everything I say down to the gutter where you live, don't you?
Randy,
Everything.
I see the face that you're making. I know what you're trying to do there.
Sure. She recognizes that instantly.
What is the worst texting fail that you've ever had?
My son did one the other day to his girlfriend, and he just started the conversation, and he said, "Hey," and it come out, "Ho."
Oh, yeah, you don't want to send that one to your girlfriend.
So it was like,
How does it hear O instead of A?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was the hey ho hey. What's your worst texting fail?
Let us know at 623-1025.
It's the 4 states number 1 for country.
We didn't mention Jordan Davis there, but
No, we sure didn't, did we? What is our deal with that today?
I don't know. I need to go pee though.
I have the maybe tomorrow the Dad Joke Theater for Eclipse.
Say it again.
We want to do 2 things around the eclipse. We could do 6:35 the Dad Joke. We didn't do that this morning, did we?
Nope.
And we had even planned it. I had it opened. I'm just so stupid. We can. Did we talk about it today on the news? Was it on the? It wasn't, was it?
No.
Okay, that's why.
Okay, we have both lines going, but I'm going to pee my pants. I'll be right back.
Go do that. Go pee your pants.
I'm not peeing my pants.
Hi there, Morning KIX. What's your worst texting fail ever? I can barely understand you. I don't know if you've got us on Bluetooth or not, but this is what it sounded like.
My boss was letting me go out to his place and mow his dog pen, so I did. And
It's kind of hard to hear on that. What? Could you try it again? Yeah. Which insinuates that at one time or another you were having multiple conversations about that. Yeah. Thanks for calling. And lost the other one because of how long that took. Peanuts? Did he say peanuts? It needs to be wider than that. Okay. Got that all taken care of. Megan says it's not the size of the deck. It's all in the steering column that matters.
Oh, my gosh, you guys.
Yeah, they found more pieces of it yesterday. And they're talking about a movie about that.
I think it's way too soon.
It's going to be called Titanic 2.
So they've got a docu-series in the works. The same company that wants to do the fiction movie is the one that wants to do the docu-series.
Hollywood wants to capitalize on everything.
Of course they do.
Saves them having to come up with something on their own.
Do they have any pictures of what they've recovered?
Oh, I hope not.
Like, I don't want to see the human remains. I just want to see the state of the submersible. Because there's one picture I've seen that's gone, that's made the rounds on social media, but it's like part of the submersible electronic system covered in a sheet, I guess. So you don't necessarily get to see a lot there.
Oh, no. So Gail says she thought she was texting her fiance, but instead it went to her boss. She was a caregiver, and this new client wanted her to just deep clean their house. In the text message, she said, if I wanted to clean houses, I would have just gotten a job with effing Molly Maid. I'm a caregiver, not a house cleaner. The boss later responded. I had her fiance look at the message. I thought I was fired, but the boss didn't fire her, just said she understood her frustration. It went to her boss instead of her fiance.
Oh, no. Mortifying.
Yeah. You're like,
like I'll see myself out. Thank you.
Of course I did that.
Hey.
I don't understand why, if we can put our video up on Twitter through a third-party link, why Futuri can't get their stuff fixed.
Right. Because Futuri doesn't actually like to fix things. They like to
they just
put a Band-Aid on it, a workaround.
Won't you try doing this instead?
Right.
Won't you fix your stuff?
So nothing actually gets fixed that way.
So much of that. Won't you do this instead?
Bye, Kenda. Sleep well. Morning, Dustin. Have a great day. Hey. It's Megan's favorite song. She loves this one so much.
Oh, man.
Mama like a Scooby-Doo.
No.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
No, because it's ridiculous.
Because.
The word Scooby is weird.
You're weird.
Your face is weird.
Your mom's face is weird.
It is, but yours is too.
Yours is more weird. Hey. Oh. Just. So funny. Right? Wasn't that funny? Wasn't that funny? That was so funny.
Jen apparently did more than just go to the bathroom.
Megan says, you both are weird. Randy, just a tad bit more.
Who's Tad?
Oh, man.
Have a great day too, Dustin.
He doesn't mean it.
All right, my turn.
Have fun. Hope it all comes out okay. You don't need that anymore. What does it mean when you're craving fruit? I just want fruit. That's what I got. That one. Jen, did we ever figure out what we're doing for your bridal shower? No, not exactly. I need to talk with, I've got some friends coming down from Manhattan for that. I need to check with them. Because what I would like to do is, since they're already going to be here that weekend, is just do like a bridal shower followed by the bachelorette party. Because, I mean, it's just, why not? Ah! Did you find it?
Oh, boy. That's about all the news stuff.
Do you know what I am saying?
Oh, no, I'm going to watch tonight.
Your wife what?
I don't know what I'm going to watch tonight. I'm all out of stuff. The Invasion show, I've got a couple episodes of that, but man, that show really sucks. It's really not that great. Nothing really ever happens. The first season was like, meh. Second season, it's like, really? Is this like community service? KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen at 8:31.
Wanting to hear about your worst texting fail?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Here's Travis Denning.
On KIX 102.5. This song reminds me of...
I'll go with that, Megan. Sounds good to me.
Because I really had to be there. What is that song? I used to play it when I was on Club Circuit. That was one of the songs we did.
What is that song? I haven't thought about that song in forever.
I hated that song.
Oh, my gosh.
It was so popular in the alternative circles, and I hated it.
Sing it again.
Tell me.
Tell me.
I really want to be there.
Tell me something good. Is that...
It's been probably 25 years.
I really want to be there.
It's Counting Cars or something
Counting
like
Crows.
that. No, it's not Counting Crows. Didn't do it. Thankfully, I never had to play a song by Counting Crows. I hated them so much.
Google says it's Come and Talk to Me.
No, that's not it.
That's not right at all.
At all. Because I really want to be there. Our bass player loved that group. And this song reminds me of it. It sounds so much like it.
There we go. Is it? Oh my gosh. I know. What is this song?
It sounds so much like Travis Denning.
Good morning, Tyreek. Is it going to be windy
Morning,
today?
Tyreek. Huh?
It's not going to be too bad today. Maybe some wind gusts near 30 miles an hour, but tomorrow's going to be the windy day. Oh my gosh. Da, 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 da. Oh.
All the time. All the time. What is the app where you, I can't think of it even, where you sing into it and it recognizes the song for you?
Isn't something God and something about God?
Maybe. Tell me all your thoughts on God.
Tell me all your thoughts on God.
Or meet them. Who is that? Oh, it's Counting Blue Cars.
Counting Blue Cars.
I knew it was something Cars. Counting Blue Cars sounds just like after a few sounds just like Counting Blue Cars. Which I hated that song.
Dishwalla is the
Dishwalla,
band.
yeah.
Dishwalla is the band. Counting Blue Cars.
Like, you're so eat up with yourself.
Tell me all you
I
love,
like
oh God. Tell
Travis
me
Denning's song a lot better, but I still don't like that whole. It's the song is in Mixolydian mode, which never happens in country music, by the way.
There's another one. Isn't there another one from Dishwalla that was big? I liked that song.
And I know most people did. Which there were a lot of those. Tantric. Remember Tantric?
Yeah.
Love Tantric.
Yeah.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:34.
We'll see sunshine this afternoon with highs in the low 80s, 65 in Joplin.
We're getting you signed up to win Jordan Davis tickets right now. All you have to do is text the word tickets to 623-1025, and we're going to announce our winner here in just 13 minutes.
And speaking of texting, we're talking about your worst texting fails.
Yours or someone you know. What's the worst texting fail that you've ever heard of?
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
Just be very careful if you're texting. What's your worst texting fail?
Okay, so one time I was with my friends. We were in a group of people, and I wanted to tell her something. So I was like, hey, did you get my text? She said no, so I resent it. I'm like, hey, did you get my text? She said no, so I resent it. I sent it 3 times telling her that I think I was going to break up with my boyfriend, and I sent it to my boyfriend all 3 times.
Uh-oh. Oh,
no.
You know, I think in some Middle Eastern countries, that's all you have to do is text the word 3 times and then jump over a stick, and boom, it's done.
He responded back, I think I want to break up too.
I heard you the first time. What is the worst texting fail you've ever had?
It was actually my mother's texting fail to me. She's 60 years old, and she likes the knee-high socks, and I had found some that were on sale, so I bought them for her and gave them to her. And I get a text message saying, I love the and I said, what? And she said, I mean socks. And she was very embarrassed.
Come on, Mom. Tell us about it.
That's nice to know.
Yeah. Really love that it got pronoun status, that the, you know.
What are you texting, that your phone autocorrected to that, right?
No kidding, Mom. Moms can be the worst.
What are you trying to say?
I mean, if a mom texts your kid and it's the wrong context because of a mistake like that,
mortifying.
That's psychologically scarring.
What is the worst texting fail that you've ever had?
Well, my boss has wanted me to go out to his place and mow his dog pen.
Yeah.
So I did, and whenever I finished up, I sent him a message letting him know that the dog pen was mowed, but autocorrect sent the message saying dog mode.
Which insinuates that at one time or another you were having multiple conversations about that.
Well, I don't know about that, but if you spell it out, it all lines together.
Yeah, sure it does.
Sure it does. Whatever you say, we totally believe you. Yeah,
absolutely.
What is your worst texting fail?
The worst one I ever got was when I was texting my fiance and I asked her, do you want me to vacuum? And it read out, do you want me to you? Of course, it winked out the word.
And that was the start of the wildest weekend they had ever had together.
Pretty much, because this guy accidentally hit send before I read it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you always preview it before you hit send.
As a rule. That needs to just be like a law.
Like, if you don't read it, you're not sending it.
That's right. It won't allow you to send it until your eyeballs have moved back over it and you have comprehended what it was you typed.
Tell us about your worst texting fail.
You can text us if you're brave enough, or tell us at 623-1025.
Or tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Oh, great. That was another one of those that would get hung in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Hated it.
Megan says, tantric. What's tantric?
The number of things.
Not what you think in this reference.
Suddenly, Megan is participating in the show again. Hey, guys. Is it show and tell? No. Can't remember the song they have, but I had their album.
If you are dead or still alive, I don't care. I don't care. That one. No. Yes, that was one of them they had.
That was not the hit.
Tantric Band.
Yeah, because it wants to go all over the places.
Down and Out is another one.
Breakdown. Breakdown was the big hit.
I have not thought about Tantric at all.
His voice. What other band was he in? Had that
Has he?
Ads first. Ads first. I love that little lick right there. The guy's voice was a little pretentious, but that guitar lick, the little tapping.
I want to hear his voice.
Okay, I'll turn it off here.
I don't hate
All right. Huh?
I don't hate it.
No, just a little pretentious. A lot of stuff in the 90s was pretentious under the pretension of being unassuming. It became massively assuming. You had some of the bands that were the very early part of grunge that were not.
Do you remember Better Than Ezra?
Oh, gosh, yeah. Alice in Chains, Nirvana, the two I think of. Pearl Jam in the beginning, but boy, after about 2 minutes, they became the most pretentious band out there. Jamie spoken yesterday.
Ooh.
Eddie Vedder is just
Stone Temple Pilots.
Soundgarden in the original Soundgarden. I'm talking 80s hair band Soundgarden when they were good before they got weird.
Before they
never,
got weird.
ever was a grunge 90s music fan. Mainly because it put the kind of music I played out of business.
Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Man, this is a rabbit hole for days.
No kidding.
Oh, Harvey Danger, Flagpole Sitta. I haven't thought about that song forever.
So Dorinda's asking, did they ever figure out what you're doing for your bridal shower?
That was Melissa asking.
I'm sorry, Melissa. I should know that.
I've got some friends making a trip down to Manhattan a weekend in November. And since they're already going to be down here, I was going to see if we could use that day and just do like a...
Megan says her porch is always in the gutter.
do like a bridal shower in the afternoon and then a bachelor party in the evening.
Oh, boy.
That's what I'm thinking, at least. Who's the band we were talking about just a second ago?
Dishwalla?
After Dishwalla.
Tantric? So, it has now been determined that Europeans used to eat their dead.
What?
Yep.
Like people?
People. Cannibalism apparently was a routine funerary practice in Europe back about 15,000 years ago. They believe people then ate their dead, not out of necessity, but it was rather a part of their culture. The Magdalenian period of the late Upper Paleolithic era. The Magdalenians lived about 11,000 to 17,000 years ago. There's 59 different sites that they have uncovered in France, Germany, Spain, and Russia, where there were discovered human remains, and they showed remains with chewing marks, skull bones with cut marks, and bones purposefully broken in a pattern associated with the extraction of marrow for the nutrients, indicating that cannibalism was practiced at that time. This explains British food, finally. I find this story a little hard to digest.
Randy. Really?
Historically, the Magdalenian period predated the Federmesser comma. So first you had let's eat grandma, then you had let's eat grandma. So the confusion is understandable. Right. This is your media pre-Halloween horror story of the day, by the way.
Wait a second.
So tomorrow, this is kind of a relevant question that we have asked before, but it's been during different times. So with the resurgence of the flu season, COVID cases popping around, we're wanting to know, is it okay to drink out of the container? Ever?
No.
Why not? If it's at my house, what if it's my container?
If you are the only person who
That
will
drinks
drink out of
out of
that
it?
container, that's fine.
Then it's okay. So it's a germ thing. It's not about, that's not proper. It's not a bad manners thing.
No, like if you have a can of Coke, drink out of your can of Coke.
My wife says, especially can of Coke or anything, that you should pour it into a glass.
Then you're dirtying a dish.
Milk should be drunk out of a glass. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You're just dirtying unnecessary dishes.
Yeah.
If you have the chance to eat it in the container it came in or drink it in the container it came in, shouldn't you?
I would think. I think it's November 11th, Melissa, a Saturday. Yeah, backwashes. But I'm going to double check with them first. I'm not entirely sure what their plan is. And we have as of yesterday, we've got a remote that morning too. Or not a remote, we've got a parade that morning. And it's Veterans Day.
Okay, so everybody wear their camo.
Megan says, I will not drink milk or anything out of the jug at someone else's house for this reason. Oh,
I always do. Everyone's house.
You
In
just
fact,
walk
I've
up
snuck
and-
into your house and drank out of your jug.
We don't have milk in my house. We have almond milk. Because my tummy doesn't like milk.
I don't like milk of any kind.
You also don't like chicken.
Very much. I mean, I will eat it.
We
went Chick-fil-A the other night and I had a chicken sandwich. But it's not going to be my number one or probably even in my top 5.
Chicken sandwich, I think, is different, though, because you have, like, the bun and the bread. You're not just eating chicken.
But no, I cannot remember how long it's been since I've had fried chicken. Or I had a grilled chicken breast a month or so ago.
Just kidding.
Mesquite grilled chicken breast.
Mm-hmm.
So they've had, this could be kind of funny. They've
Kinda.
had AI generating inspirational quotes.
Oh, geez. What do we got?
Okay, and they put them over posters, which is even better. So here's one. Dare to milk what others see as unmilkable.
Ooh. Hop it to Bob.
What? Become average. And it shows a hand reaching out of the water with a sprinkler. I mean, sparkler. Here's one of a kitten says, you have the power to make it so that your dad wakes up in a hospital.
What was that? What?
Don't be dull. Be outstandingly dull. Be negative. A hit of meth a day keeps the family members away.
That's true, but dang.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jenna, 847.
Sunshine and 80 this afternoon at 65 in Joplin.
We've got the Morning KIX takeover getting ready to start in just 5 minutes. But right now, we've got to announce our winner of the Jordan Davis tickets. He's going to be in concert on August the 24th next year. Tickets don't even go on sale until this Friday, but we've been giving you the chance all week long to win them before you can even buy them.
So our winner, we're going to scramble them up, have our system pick. Our winner is Frank. Congratulations to Frank Reynolds.
Congratulations, buddy. You have got tickets. We're going to be giving him a call and letting him know that he has won those. And, of course, be listening for more chances throughout the day to win these tickets before they even go on sale.
But we're talking about your texting fails, whether you have an autocorrect fail, maybe you sent the wrong picture to the wrong person, whatever happens, 623-1025.
What's your worst texting fail?
My sister, when she was moving into her dorm, we were getting her a bunch of snacks, and we asked her what she wanted, and she said she wanted pickles. And we're like, what kind of pickles? And she said, baby dolls. I'm like, what the heck is baby dolls?
You know, baby doll pickles.
Everybody loves baby doll pickles.
Pickles made from baby dolls.
But she really meant baby dills.
Right.
Right, but baby doll pickles are even better.
That sounds even better.
What is your worst texting fail?
My name is Starla. When you type it into auto text, it changes it to Starlet automatically, which is my twin sister's name.
Yeah.
So when the friends text me, it's not necessarily a big deal. It just confuses me. But if Joe texts me,
which is your boyfriend,
I love you, Starla, you're my world, and it changes it to my twin sister's name,
And you're a little bit upset about that.
that's a little upsetting.
yeah. Poor guy.
What is your worst texting fail?
Okay, so I have this friend of mine, and our sons are friends, and she's a really good cook. So he'd spent the weekend at her house, and he'd made beer rocks.
Made what?
Beer rocks. They're like bread filled with cabbage and sausage and hamburger,
So
and
good.
I think they're German.
Sounds good. I've never heard of it before.
I texted her when he came back home and said, hey, my son really likes when you make your beer rocks. But it auto-corrected and said, hey, my son really likes when your bed rocks.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
And I didn't realize that it auto-corrected until I got it back a very frantic, what on earth are you talking about?
Yeah, and your son was living vicariously through their relationship.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
What's the worst texting fail you've ever had?
Whenever my daughter was little, I went to text my husband because he had texted me and said he was hungry, and I meant to say go eat baby, and I said go eat the baby.
Postpartum depression is a condition that affects millions of Americans worldwide.
Randy, stop.
It does, apparently.
What is the worst texting fail that you have ever had?
You can text us yours at 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
We got the Morning Kicks Takeover starting in just 3 minutes.
On the 4 States #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today.
Bye.
Tomorrow. Boy, Jen. Tomorrow, we are going to be talking about should you drink out of the container or not? Should it be all right to drink out of your container? Or is that just bad form, Billy? So that, plus we've got a new edition of the Morning Kicks Extra that's going to be coming out later.
Today.
So be watching for that.
Mm-hmm.
And more chances to win Jordan Davis tickets and to do Secret Sounds on the way with MJ.
Lots of good stuff going on right now. Holy cow.
Have a great rest of your Wednesday.
Bye.